Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Ultima IX Ascension. In our last video, the Avatar traveled to the town of Pause and met its inhabitants, all 4 of them, and then returned to Britain to further prepare for his journey to Dungeon Despise, which will begin in a bit. There was a little path off to the side of Pause that I looked at and went, no, not going down there, probably get poisoned. The Avatar won't get poisoned there, so let's just magically be there and give that a take 2, right? And we're approaching the little path. Here it is, and I'm not going to... Go away, rat. Yeah, so as it turns out, running through this, no poison effect. I mean, it makes a weird sloppy noise, but... So here we are at... I don't know what. You're not still following, are you? Nah, you gave up. That's good. So I'd like to get a better look at this. Very strange little tower. That we will now enter. What? Oh, there goes our ride. That's okay, we can get it back. Alright. Hello? Well, he doesn't, talk. Cannot have dialogue with him. And he made a very strange little cuckoo noise when we... That shaking, I think, is just a bug. I know that, in a previous video, I was like, there must be a Cyclops nearby. No. It's just bad code, I think. Ooh, we have a scroll here. Levitate. Well, that would be useful if you needed to get up in here. I'm reminded of Divath Fear in Morrowind a little bit. Except, you know, you don't need levitate here. You just push the button. Let's read this book. Alchemist Journal. Melvin the Mage. Mad? They call me mad? I pity the fools. They have no idea how close I am. My years of research are close to fruition. A flying spell. Soon, so soon. Then we'll see the difference between genius and madness. Melvin the Mad? Never. Several failures, all of which nearly killed me. Yet defeat is not in my nature. In my next attempt, I shall try combining the light and dark, the day and night. Nightshade and light are the key. Only in that way can the force of weight be inverted, and yet there seems something missing. No way to know the effects in advance, but I'm now certain the missing agent is feathers. But what amount to use? I borrowed a few from a bluebird who volunteered. Rest in peace. Now my moment of glory is at hand. Then I shall make my laughing peers pay dearly. If I succeed, I must destroy this journal, the only record in existence of my trials. Well, that may not have gone so well for him. Maybe it is a Cyclops. This seems deliberate. Right? I don't know. Whatever. We're going to take the scroll of levitate. Thank you, Melvin. Sorry about your situation. And that doesn't work. So, it's, back down the elevator. Well, that was fun. And so now let's be back in Britain. back in Britain. One thing I noticed, though, what's that? It is difficult to see because of the water texture. It's a black potion. It is now ours. So rather than return to the Avatar's room and put that stuff away, we're just going to keep going. Because it's 2 items. Be alright. Nice little gazebo or whatever right there. That path leads to the museum. We have been there.
Move along. Move along. You want to get carted off to pause? Disperse now. Keep moving.
Whatever. Here's the east gate of Britain. And a rat. Dead rat. Nice hit, Avatar. Looks like a little guard post. It's a book. Struck Commander by Gilberto. This tome is the fanciful story of a man who, along with several comrades, gains access to a flying vehicle, much like a cart, and uses his abilities to fight terrorists and despotic monarchs who employ mercenaries using their own flying carts. Yes, that's a little play on Strike Commander, another game by Origin Systems. Looks like we've got a couple arrows. Can we take them? Free arrows. Very good, Avatar. And of course, we must destroy all these things. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. But we... Oh, wait. There's an arrow. That's a barrel. But we'll take the arrow. Cool. And that's a shield. Watch the armor meter in the upper left-hand corner. Cool. So now, when fighting, the Avatar has his shield, and he can defend himself. We hold down Z. What's in here? Worthless decorative weapons. Leather arms, which the Avatar does not need. A leather cap that the Avatar does not need. And money that the Avatar always needs. We're going to leave that short sword there because it's a short sword. And we'll now cross the bridge. Actually, what's over here? Oh, come on, Avatar. I wanted to... I can't even climb onto this. Oh, I can walk onto it, though. And have a good jump. What's off this way? Ah, yes, there's Peter or whatever on the dock because, yep, there's the museum, as expected. I mean, it makes sense. You just have to wonder, though, why have a city wall if you can just run around the side like this? Yeah. And what do we have here?
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me.
What?
Oh, Avatar, is that you? Oh boy, oh boy. Avatar, my name is Avidius, and I'm your biggest fan. You're so wonderful, and I've followed your career, and say, you're not going to tell anyone I'm here, are you? You You can't. You just can't. I've wandered down here and they'll kick me out of town. Oh, please, keep my secret. Please, please, please. Goodbye, Avatar. Goodbye.
So you've followed the Avatar's career. You love the guy. And all you really say to him is, oh, you know what? Don't tell anybody I'm here. Bye. No questions. No nothing. Yeah, this is kind of Ultima's answer to Conrad Werner, Commander Shepard's biggest fan from Mass Effect. Although, actually, I guess Conrad Werner was Mass Effect's answer to Avidius in Ultima, because this came first. Uh-oh. Anyway. That's enough of that. Now leaving Britain.
Compassion be with you.
I was just wondering who was humming, and I guess it was the Avatar. What is going on out there? And do I want to get involved? Wait, what? 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 How is she just wandering around out here and this guy... You know what? Could you stop turning toward me as I try to loot you? That rat is taking those guys down. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So we're going to let them have their little brawl while we speak.
Compassion be with you.
While we speak with this very compassionate woman.
Greetings, Avatar. I am Sara, the keeper of the shrine. What's left of it, at least. Surely you have been sent here to put things right.
The Avatar has been sent to put things right, in a manner of speaking. Well, here's the Avatar's favorite question.
How did you know that I am the Avatar?
I see much that is hidden to others, Avatar. I know who you are, and why you have come back to Britannia. You have come to heal the land and put things right.
Well, that's a pretty safe assumption, usually. We're going to lose dialogue options. I can just feel it.
What's left of it? What happened to the shrine?
Yes. The shrine has fallen into a horrible state of disrepair. Yes, I know that I am the shrine keeper, and that the upkeep of the shrine is my duty. Under normal circumstances, the shrine would not decay as it has. We are not, however, living under normal circumstances, as is evidenced by the shrine's decay.
Okay.
Do you think magical forces caused this?
Yes, a very evil magic. The shrine did not fall into decay slowly over time. I could have prevented that with normal care. No, this damage was done quickly, at the same time that the runes were lost.
Just a coincidence, I'm sure.
How badly has the shrine decayed?
Oh, it is terrible, Avatar. The place is a ruin. It hurts me even to think about it. You need to go and see it for yourself.
Yeah, if you ask these questions in the wrong order, that whole string of dialogue there, you just don't get it. Like if I had asked, what do you mean put things right? We never would have gotten to see any of that just now. Did I ask if it was magical? I think I did.
Do you think magical forces caused this?
Yes, a very evil
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So, on to the main dialogue string, I suppose.
What do you mean, put things right?
Oh, Avatar, surely you have seen how Britain has been corrupted. What was once the city of compassion has become a den of ruthless, selfish people. And Britain is not alone. All over Britannia, the virtues and the people who once followed them have been perverted.
Honestly, we've spoken with everyone in Britain, and it's mostly the mayor and Killigan and maybe a couple other people who are acting twisted. Everybody else has seemed perfectly normal and disturbed by those who are not. So, not buying it, but you know what? If you can twist the people in power, that's really all that matters, right? Gosh. Well, we'll try the second option, because maybe then we can come back to why is Britain lacking in compassion?
How have the virtues been perverted?
Throughout Britannia, the cities that once championed the various virtues now practice acts that are contrary to the virtues. But the truly perverse part of it is that the people practice these horrible acts in the name of the virtues that they once upheld. Hence, we have people in Britain cruelly banishing invalids in supposed acts of compassion.
In the background, you can barely see that rat still having a tussle with those bandits. Okay, here we go. What she just described doesn't sound new to me. That sounds like what happened in Ultima 5. Except, Blackthorn was enforcing it. But it's still what people did. Everybody took the virtues and treated them as laws, and they were rather severe. It's kind of the same thing.
Why is Britain so lacking in compassion?
I am not sure of the cause, but I know one thing. The city lost its virtue when the shrine became corrupted. These occurrences cannot be a coincidence. I feel certain that if the shrine is cleansed, the city will return to its virtue.
Very likely. Okay, we've asked about the shrine being corrupted. Let's ask about if she knows why it happened.
Do you know what caused all of this?
No, sadly, I do not. I know that there was a definite chain of events that preceded the corruption. It began with the columns. Then the sigil of compassion disappeared. The runes disappeared. The shrine became corrupt. And finally, Britain lost its compassion.
Okay. I don't remember what the option was at the top there. I'm just going to keep picking ones that are not at the top, because that seems to be working out for us very well.
How does one cleanse the shrine?
I'm not sure. I'm certain that meditating at the shrine is part of the solution, but I also know that there is more. You should go and consult the shrine. Perhaps it will tell you, the champion of virtues, what it could not tell me.
That's a fair assumption.
What can you tell me about the columns?
I know that they are evil. Shortly after their appearance, I had a dream in which I saw the columns erupt from the ground. My vision then took me deep into the Dungeon of Despise, where I saw the column piercing into the deepest reaches of the dungeon. Finally, I saw the runes of the virtue being corrupted and twisted into evil glyphs. After that, my vision faded. I know nothing more than what my vision revealed to me, Avatar.
That's a very specific vision. It's spot on, so don't feel bad. I think you've got a pretty clear idea of what's happening here. Okay, here's a fair question.
What is a sigil?
A sigil is the embodiment of a virtue. Each of the shrines has a corresponding sigil. The sigil of compassion was kept in the city, but went missing just prior to the corruption of the shrine. If you can find the sigil, Avatar, I am certain that it will help you to cleanse the shrine.
While normally I would make fun of the Avatar having to ask another "what is obvious thing I should know" question, I'm going to give him a pass on this one because sigils are new. Somehow he became the champion of virtue without ever needing a sigil. So it's actually quite reasonable that he would want someone to tell him what these new things are. Well, we've asked about the columns. Well, she doesn't know how to cleanse the shrine, but I guess there are options beyond this we could choose.
How does one cleanse the shrine?
I'm not sure. You should go.
Okay.
So I should meditate at the shrine?
Oh, indeed. The shrine may reveal things to you that will help you on your quest. Just remember that the mantra for the shrine is Mu. Repeat that word during your meditation, and it will aid you.
Well, I think that's it. I think we've asked everything we can. Unless there was anything else about the columns she might know.
What can you tell me about the columns?
I know that they are evil.
Yes, they're evil.
Finally,
You
I
had a
know
vision.
nothing more than what my...
Okay.
How do I find the Dungeon of Despise?
Take the road east of Britain. Follow the north branch. The entrance to Despise lies in the mountains, next to the column which corrupts our land.
I think that's everything. We will go down the sigil path real quick.
What is a
A sigil, the sigil of, if you can...
I think that's it.
Goodbye, Sara.
Oh, I almost forgot. To get to the shrine, or whatever is left of it, just take this road a little farther to the east and follow the path into the mountains. Goodbye, Avatar. May the virtues guide you.
Ugh. So let's read all of that. The summary of all of that. Right here. I met Sara, the shrine keeper for Britain, today, who gave me a lot of info about the shrines and about what's been happening in the world. There are 8 shrines, one dedicated to each of the virtues. Avatar, did you have to write that in your journal? Maybe this journal isn't for him. Maybe this is in case he bites it and somebody has to come in behind him and take up the mantle of the new Avatar or something. In order to gain insight on a given virtue, I must go to the corresponding virtue's shrine and meditate using the proper mantra. The shrines have all been corrupted, but Sara feels certain that as each shrine is cleansed, the corresponding city will return to its virtue. That's a pretty big leap there. It's probably correct, but it's still a big leap. The columns are causing the perversion of the virtues in each of the towns. That means that there must be 8 columns, one for each virtue. Okay, that is correct, but wow, she's, again, making rather large suppositions. Sara also told me of a vision where she saw the runes of virtue being twisted into evil glyphs. Sara tells me that a sigil is the embodiment of a virtue, and each of the shrines has a corresponding sigil. The sigil of compassion is missing, and Sara believes that it will help me to cleanse the shrine. The mantra of compassion is Mu. I must chant this at the shrine when I meditate. Sara also told me of a vision where she saw the runes of virtue being twisted into evil glyphs. To get to Despise, I need to take the road east of Britain and follow the north branch. The entrance to Despise lies in the mountains, next to the column. All right. So we're caught up on that. What is that? What is that right there? That looks like a Xoronite Wisp. I want to trade information with you and accidentally get people murdered when you go and trade it with the Guardian because you don't really care what happens. Whoa. What? You know, if this were pagan, I could have just stepped on you. Spiders eat gold too, I guess. Where'd the wisp go? Was the spider the wisp? That's a pretty fancy trick. I see goodies. We have a cut diamond, 25 gold, and some silk. And some garbage. Well, we'll leave the garbage. We'll have these pieces of silk, the diamond, and the gold. Well, thank you, Wisp, I guess. I don't really know if that's what that was meant to be, but what's done is done. And we have rats. Come on, then. Well done. That could have gone worse. What's over here? Anything? Always have to look. Huh. Well, no, this is not a shrine, but this is, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but this is where moon gates generally appear. Stone monument circles, like this. So maybe at some point one will appear and we can use that for fast travel to other locales. I don't know. Oh, we have a lighthouse. There, you can still see him. You can barely see, like lit by a lantern light out there. Peter, the dock worker. Yeah, Britain is right there. If you threw a rock hard enough, you could hit the museum. And it looks like we have a message in a bottle. Actually, no, we have serpent wine. Britain's favorite beverage. Let's enter the lighthouse.
Avatar, we need to speak.
And apparently, we need to speak.
I am glad you are here, Avatar. I need your help. Lord British had 4 new lighthouses built. This one and 3 others in Moonglow, Buccaneer's Den, and Trinsic. The magic gemstones that were to be used as lenses for the other 3 lighthouses never arrived. I expect that they may be scattered across Britannia by now. Without the lighthouses, we are having more shipwrecks than ever before. I need you to recover the unpolished ruby, sapphire, and emerald gemstones and take them to the gem cutter in Britain so that he can finish polishing them. Then, they need to be placed within the lighthouses themselves to activate them. I urge you, friend Avatar, be quick, for we are losing more ships every day.
Well, the Avatar is here on a mission to save all of Britannia from, existential doom, but yeah, this sounds fun.
Which gems go with which lighthouses?
The ruby lens is to be placed in the lighthouse in Buccaneer's Den. The emerald should be taken to Moonglow, and the sapphire belongs in the Trinsic lighthouse. But all the stones must be polished by the gem cutter before they will work properly.
All right, well, we know of Cameron, the gem cutter in Britain, so that's not a big deal.
I will do as you ask. Farewell.
Thank you, Avatar.
So, did I guess I read all that. Sorry, that noise is... Can't focus with that high-pitched noise. Hans, the lighthouse keeper in Britain, told me the lighthouses aren't working because they don't have the proper lenses. I need to find the unpolished gemstones and take them to the gem cutter in Britain so they can be made into lenses. Hans tells me that once the gems have been polished, the ruby lens goes in the lighthouse in Buccaneer's Den, the emerald should be taken to Moonglow, and the sapphire belongs in Trinsic. Okay. Well, we'll be on the lookout for
Avatar, we need to speak.
Again?
Avatar, search diligently. Those unpolished gems are out there somewhere.
Okay. No, I don't want to hear about the quest again.
I will search out the gems. Farewell.
Thank you, Avatar.
Don't yell at me that we need to speak if nothing has changed. I have a book. Snillwit's Big Book of Board Game Strategy. Chess. Try to control the middle of the board with your knights, bishops, and pawns. Nine Men's Morris. Don't let any of your pieces get trapped in the corners. Draughts. Keep your pieces along the sides of the board where they can't be captured. Okay. Oh, we have potions. We have red and yellow. Just taking the yellow. So I'm guessing that this lighthouse is functioning. We did see the light cycling. Ooh. Ooh, that's rough. Yep, blue gem. Okay. And it is working, and oh, the avatar is about to get blinded. Let's be done with that. Okay. I think we're done here.
Avatar! We need to speak.
No, we don't. We're good. That's been sorted. Let's head back in the direction that we came. There's that cave that the distraction wisp led us to. Nice little pond. I don't see anything of interest in there, so the avatar is not going to take a dunk in that one. I'm just looking over there too. I don't think there's anything going on there. And we're back here at this crossroads with an angry rat. Okay, man. You know what? Sometimes that's just the best way to take care of it. You killed those guys. That was you. Wait a minute, or your buddy that I just heard. Well, he has a friend out here somewhere. One of them was carrying 26 coins. And the other was carrying 10. And it's all ours now, because we killed the rat that killed the guys. We have a goblin or orc or whatever out there. I hear somebody. I hear somebody. I hear a rat. We'll worry about that later. Well, according to Sara, the shrine of compassion is up through there. That rat is driving me crazy. Where is that coming from? I wanted to end the video, but I keep hearing you. Okay. All right, man. Okay. You brought that on yourself because you just couldn't keep quiet. Turn off your cell phone in the movie theater. Don't interrupt people when they're doing a let's play, etc. So, apparently the Shrine of Compassion is up through that path, and we'll go take a look at it in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.